Before we moved home, I decluttered my wardrobe as part of our major declutter of the whole house. However, now we're in our new place, I still feel I have too many items in my wardrobe. Not because I think my clothing should be down to an arbitrary number, but I just feel that I have too much. So I decided that I wanted to do another wardrobe declutter, and I thought it was going to be a piece of cake. After all, I'm not really into fashion. I tend to wear the same clothes over and over again, so decluttering more of my clothes should be simple, right? Well, I couldn't have been more wrong, and in this video I'm going to take you through my process of decluttering my wardrobe and sharing with you some of the surprising and rather uncomfortable lessons I learned through that process. Seeing everything here on the bed is surprising. It makes me realize how many clothes I do have. So what I'm going to do is divide the clothes up into 3 piles. One is a yes, love, definitely want to keep pile. Number 2 is a no, declutter, give to charity. And number 3 is the unsure pile. I'm really surprised at how nervous I feel about this. So I'm doing this in real time. Obviously I'm going to edit it. I'm not going to make you sit through the whole thing. I'm going to go through the whole pile and see where I end up. I'm just curious as to why I feel so anxious about it. I don't consider myself someone who cares much about clothes in terms of being fashionable or trendy. So I don't know why this is evoking such emotions in me. So let's get on with it. So over there is keep, yes, love. Middle is no, get rid. Over here is unsure. I'm gonna have to put some of these on the floor. Okay, so now all the clothes are actually on a pile on the floor. So let's start with some scarves. I was bought this one recently by my old work colleagues as a present for leaving. I really like it. I will wear that. I do still wear this one. It's got snowmen on it, so I wear it around winter time. I do still wear this one. This one was a scarf that belonged to my nan, and I kept it for sentimental reasons, but I haven't worn it in quite a while. And to be honest, I feel quite comfortable with decluttering it because I have kept another scarf of hers in a memory box. This one is going to go in the middle pile, the no, give it to charity. So those are gonna be the love and keep. I do wear these jeans. I like the colour, so they are gonna be going in the yes. So this jumper, I've worn this jumper to death, and I don't know what's happened to it. I'm a bit annoyed, but I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can. The stain. I mean, it's quite a big stain, so I don't remember getting any oil on it. I don't know what's happened there. I mean, I'm not going to donate it because of that stain, but I've been wondering about whether I could repurpose it for something. Could it be a rag? Could I cut it up for rags? I'm going to put it on the no, but I'm not donating it. I'm going to find another purpose for it. This jumper, I absolutely love this jumper. My problem has been, though, that I kept this jumper hanging in my wardrobe for a long time because I only wanted to wear it for best. And I've noticed that a lot with a lot of my clothes. I've had something nice, a bit like this one that I'm wearing now. I will get nice clothes and I don't want to wear them out, so I will save them for best. And then what happens is they end up hanging up for a long time and not getting used. As I was kind of thinking through some of these different items as I pulled them out of the wardrobe, I was like, well, I like them, but I don't wear them because there's something about them wearing out and me really not feeling comfortable with that. So this is a yes, keep. So this top, this is my wedding top. If I get invited to a wedding or a special occasion, I don't want to have to pay out for a new outfit. So usually I will wear this with some navy blue trousers and some nude shoes. The last time I wore this was probably a couple of years ago to my brother's wedding, I think. But I don't wear it for anything else. See, this is where the just in case thing comes in. I rarely go to fancy things. So you could say maybe this is a waste of this hanging up, but I don't want to have to buy something else to go to a nice event if I've already got something that fits me. Oh, you know what? I'm unsure. Let's put it in the unsure pile. So for 3 years, 4 years, I worked from home, and so the need to have a work wardrobe was reduced. But now I've started my new job and I am going to be going back into the office. I don't have a uniform, but having clothes that were my work uniform was important because I didn't want to have to muck around of a morning trying to find something to wear. I wanted to have a selection of a few items that could form part of my work wardrobe. They're not items that I would wear wear outside of work. So they're just designated for work, and that works for me. There's something psychological about having a work uniform, having items for work, that when I come home, like change into something more casual, that's my kind of work is done, I'm at home now. However, I haven't worn it in a while and I don't think it really fits with what I want it to. So that one's gonna go on the no donate because it's fine, it's in good condition. Okay, so I do like this dress. It's really nice and warm and cozy, and I used to wear it a lot in winter, but I haven't worn it in a few years now. There is also a kind of roll neck top that I would wear underneath it. So let me just get, so yeah, this was the roll neck top that I would wear like underneath it. I thought they go quite well together with some black kind of leggings, but I haven't worn it in a while. I might as well donate that. So that's going, and that is going. These jeans are exactly the same cut and style as the darker blue jeans that I showed you that I'm keeping. I don't wear these half as much. And as I'm looking at them now, I'm thinking my instinct is to declutter, but I'm getting a bit anxious about it. What is that about? I'm gonna put it in the unsure pile. All of these unsure things are gonna get put away. I'm gonna leave them for a month and I'll come back and review them. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna get rid of them. If I haven't used them, I'll review them. Because even saying that is making me feel anxious. They'll go in the unsure pile. So these are jogging bottoms. For me, these have multiple purposes. So I will use them when I'm doing my exercise routine. I will use them for lounging around. They're my kind of slobby clothes, as I call them. And I've got 4 pairs of these. I probably don't need all 4 of them, do I? Probably at the most I need 2 pairs because I'll change halfway in the week and wash the other pair. So I don't need 1 pair. So that leaves me 3. And the reason that I want to keep 3 is because we're probably going to be redecorating the house at some point and I want to leave a spare pair for painting. So I'm going to do that. Actually, oh God. Yeah. I was thinking, well, maybe I should just use one of the grey pairs for the painting and then I've still got 3 pairs I can wear. But I don't need 3 pairs. This is genuinely causing me anxiety and I don't know why. No, it's going to go in the no. These are work trousers that I've not worn in a while, but I am going to keep them. No, I'm going to put them in the unsure pile, but I'll see if I wear them because, like I say, I'm getting back into working in an office. So I don't... No, I'm going to put it in the yes. I'm going to put it in the yes and... No, I'm going to put it in the unsure pile and then see if over the next month I use them. If not, I'll think about what I need to do with them. I have 2 pairs of these. I don't know why, but I'm going to put these in the unsure and keep 1 in the yes. These are 3 of the same t-shirt in different colours because I wanted something quite plain to wear for work. I think they look quite nice with like a cardigan over them. I didn't realise what a pain they would be. I thought that they would wash quite well in terms of not needing ironing. These have been hung up when they're wet. The top bit's okay, but the bottom is really quite creased because I can't be bothered to have things that need ironing. I'm going to put all of these in the unsure and we come back to them. These are my faithful jeans. So a bit like the one, I've got some jeans on as well that I've had for absolute years. I'm not decluttering them because they're really comfortable. You may or may not relate to this. These are jeans if I feel like I'm having a bloated day or a day where I want jeans that are baggy or I just want to be more casual with my jeans. I mean, I'm not kidding. I've had these probably for about 8-9 years and they're still right. They're not worn out. I'm not getting rid of them. They are really comfortable. So this is an example of where I've bought things in the sale which I probably didn't really need. They were about £8 each, so I bought 3. I don't need 3, so I already decluttered one when we moved. I've got this one and I've got this blue one and I like grey. Grey's one of my favourite colours. So I'm keeping that one and I'm going to donate this one, which I think I've worn once. I don't feel I'm making much progress here, I have to say. This is probably about 12 years old. I mean, it's doing all right. I like having two so I can rotate out, wash one because these are they take a little while to dry. I have lots of t-shirts that are kind of, there you go. I'm not angry, this is just my face. I have lots of people say to me that I look annoyed or I look confused when I'm thinking. Because when I think, I furrow my brow. So I thought that was quite a funny t-shirt. But I've got quite a few, sort of 3 or 4 random t-shirts that I wear as lounge wear. But again, they have multiple purposes. I also wear them when I'm training. They kind of rotate in between those things, and it's good to have them. I feel like I'm making excuses. There's this t-shirt that is a running t-shirt. I haven't worn it. That's going. So looking at this, we have the yes, absolutely love pile, the no, get rid, the unsure. How do you think I did? I feel that I'm going to get slated in the comments because people are going to say to me, you should have got rid of far more. So these are going to go away. These are going to get put away as unsure, and I'm going to review in a month's time. This tiny pile, apart from that one, that's going to be repurposed into some rags or something. These are going to get donated. This process has highlighted some anxieties around clothes and my relationship with clothes that I'm going to talk to you about now. So what did I learn through this process? The first lesson will probably surprise nobody, and it's probably quite common if you've been watching minimalist content for a while, and that is that I don't need as many clothes as I think I do. I feel disappointed that I haven't decluttered as much as I hoped I would, but this has brought up some really interesting emotions for me. I could feel my anxiety rising, especially when it came to the unsure items. I felt really uncomfortable about letting go of. Like I mentioned, there are a number of things that I save for best. There are tops, jumpers, whatever, that I want to save for special occasions because I don't want to wear them out. So I save them for best, and they sit in the cupboard and don't get used. So I have already started doing this where I am, like this jumper here, I'm wearing it just like normally. I'm not saving it for best, I'm wearing it. It needs to be worn, it should be worn, I should enjoy it. So I'm starting to do that more. There are a lot of items, a bit like the jeans that I said about my bloaty jeans, where I feel that I just need something that's a bit looser. I have had body image issues from when I was a teenager. I've had problems with my eating over the years. I've never had an official diagnosis, but I've had eating disorders, and clothing has played a huge part in that because baggy clothing was comfortable and I felt I could hide myself in it. But equally now I don't really like very fitted clothes, more so tops. I tend to like things which are quite baggy, or if I'm having a bit of a period where I just don't feel comfortable in my body or I feel a bit self-conscious, I like to have items that are baggier and more loose fitting that I can draw upon, or I can wear. I think as well that's probably where some of the anxiety is coming from, because some of the things that I was unsure about decluttering, I was like, but what if I have a day where I feel not very good about myself? I don't want to be stuck with items that maybe are a bit more fitting. I want to have the option of having something that's just baggy and I feel freer in it. And I have to say that didn't expect that to come up. That was a really strong feeling as I was going through things. And for that reason alone, I mean, not that I need a reason, I don't make any apologies for not decluttering more than what I have done, because this has been quite emotive for me, and not that I regret it, I'm glad I did it. When I put everything onto the bed, there was so much of it, and as I was going through the process of decluttering, how hard it was to, separate things. I could see the yes pile just getting bigger and the other 2 piles were just hardly building at all, and it's really highlighted to me I have a bit of a complex relationship with clothing because of my history. Minimalism, decluttering, we're all individuals, we all have to do this at our own pace. This stuff isn't always smooth, it's not always painless, and I've had to confront some really painful feelings through it actually, but I also think that great learning can come from that. Another thing that it's brought up for me relating to the saving clothes for best view or perspective is that I have a problem with things wearing out and not lasting. If I buy something new and and I scuff it or I mark it or I don't know, tear it a bit, not just clothes, but any physical item, I'm really bothered by that. It really irks me, and I like things to stay in their sort of perfect state for as long as possible. I don't like to see things wear, because I guess it's a reminder that things are not permanent. Nothing in life is permanent. Things get worn, they degrade, and I suppose without getting too existential about it, but I'm going to, I've talked about death and grief on this channel before. People come and they go. Nothing and no one lasts forever. And that's really, I think, tapped into my fear about that, which I didn't really think I'd get from decluttering my wardrobe, I have to say. But recently I came across a Japanese philosophy which has really got me thinking differently about that aspect of perfection, imperfection, and the impermanent nature of everything in life. And that, I think, is helping me to start being more accepting of things not being perfect, things being impermanent. Certainly not all the way there yet, as you can tell from this, but it's started me on that process, and I think it's been really helpful. So if you want to find out what that philosophy is and how it relates to minimalism and really honing in on what matters in life rather than the stuff that just really doesn't matter, then click on the video that's on the screen. Thank you for joining me in this, for allowing me to show you this process, and I will see you again soon. Bye.